Welcome back to TimeCoins, my dear viewers. Today we are embarking on a comprehensive journey into the fascinating world of the 1982 USSR 20 Kopeck coin, a small yet historically profound object that encapsulates not only the monetary system of one of the most influential superpowers of the 20th century, the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, but also the social dynamics, political ideologies, economic realities, cultural expressions, and daily lives of millions of citizens who lived, worked, studied, and dreamed under the banner of the Soviet state. Although at first glance this coin may seem like a simple piece of cupronickel weighing approximately 3.4 grams with a diameter of 21.8 millimeters, used routinely for small purchases and daily transactions, it is in fact a powerful symbol of the era of stagnation, the period during the late leadership of Leonid Brezhnev, a time characterized by relative political stability coupled with economic slowdown, industrial inefficiencies, shortages of consumer goods, bureaucratic rigidity, and a society grappling with both the pride of superpower status and the practical challenges of everyday life. The 20 Kopeck coin itself was part of the Soviet decimal currency system, where 1 ruble equaled 100 kopecks, making it 1/5 of a ruble, a denomination with moderate purchasing power that could be used for a glass of milk, a loaf of bread, a metro ticket, a newspaper, small candies, soft drinks, and other everyday items in state-run stores, reflecting the practical function of the coin in a centrally planned economy, while simultaneously conveying subtle, ideological messages through its design and symbolism. Examining the obverse side, we find the iconic state emblem of the USSR, which features the hammer and sickle imposed over a globe, symbolizing the unity of workers and peasants not just within the USSR but across the world, encircled by sheaves of wheat, representing agricultural production and the collective farming system, tied with ribbons representing the 15 constituent republics of the Soviet Union, topped by a 5-pointed star representing the guiding light of communism, and set against a rising sun symbolizing progress, hope, and the ideological aspiration of spreading socialist values globally, a design that encapsulates the combination of political propaganda, state pride, and national identity, all struck into metal to ensure that every citizen, upon handling the coin, would be reminded of the values and vision of the Soviet state. On the reverse side, the denomination 20 is displayed prominently in Cyrillic script, with the year 1982 struck below, flanked by stylized wheat branches, reinforcing the connection between currency, agriculture, and collective labor, highlighting the deliberate design choices made to embed ideological messaging into everyday objects, ensuring that even mundane financial transactions carried a subtle reminder of the collective effort and unity central to the Soviet system. Minted in cupronickel at both the Moscow Mint, MMD, and Leningrad Mint, LMD, this coin reflects advanced industrial capabilities and standardized mass production techniques that allowed the USSR to produce millions of uniform coins annually, a testament to both technological achievement and centralized state planning. To truly appreciate the 1982 20 Kopeck coin, one must understand the historical context of the period, a year marked by significant political, social, and economic realities. Leonid Brezhnev's health was declining, political succession was uncertain, economic stagnation was increasingly evident, shortages in consumer goods were commonplace, and ordinary citizens were experiencing the cumulative effects of bureaucratic inefficiency, centralized planning limitations, and declining innovation in both industrial and agricultural sectors. Yet despite these challenges, the USSR maintained its superpower status on the global stage, competing with the United States in nuclear armament, geopolitical influence, space exploration, intelligence operations, and ideological promotion across multiple continents. And coins like the 20 Kopeck served as silent witnesses to this complex juxtaposition of domestic struggle and international strength, circulating widely in markets, schools, factories, metro stations, government offices, and households, touching the hands of workers, soldiers, students, parents, and children. Each coin a tiny thread, connecting individuals to the larger narrative of Soviet society. Socially, the coin played an essential role in the rituals of everyday life. Children saved coins in small boxes or jars as part of their upbringing, learning lessons of frugality and patience. Workers used them for lunch, transportation, and small personal expenses, creating microeconomies within the larger state-controlled system. Mothers used them to buy groceries, milk, and other household necessities, navigating long queues and limited availability of goods. Students purchased textbooks, study materials, or treats from school canteens. And soldiers in barracks and military facilities relied on these coins in canteens, small shops, or vending facilities, making the coin an integral part of the lived experience of the Soviet populace. Economically, while officially the USSR claimed price stability and low inflation, the reality of the planned economy meant that goods were often scarce, and even small denominations like the 20 Kopeck held tangible purchasing power, allowing citizens to perform necessary daily transactions. A fact that underscores the intersection of currency, economics, and social practice. Politically, the coin is a testament to the messaging and symbolism embedded in all aspects of Soviet life, reinforcing the unity of the working class, the importance of agriculture, and the central role of the state in shaping both the economy and cultural identity. Beyond its domestic significance, the 198220 Kopeck coin also represents a particular stage in the global geopolitical theater of the early 1980s, a period of heightened Cold War tensions, proxy conflicts in Africa, Asia, and Latin America, nuclear deterrence strategies, ideological competition, and space exploration rivalries, all of which contributed to the perception of the USSR as a formidable global power. While at home, ordinary citizens interacted with this coin in practical, everyday ways, reflecting the contrast between monumental global ambitions and mundane daily life. From a numismatic perspective, the 198220 Kopeck coin offers collectors and historians insights into minting processes, metal composition, production quantities, circulation patterns, wear characteristics, and potential minting errors, with high-grade uncirculated pieces or rare variations attracting particular interest, while common circulated coins provide a tangible connection to the historical experiences of everyday Soviet citizens, serving as educational tools, historical artifacts, and objects of cultural memory. The coin's survival into the post-Soviet era enhances its value, representing a tangible relic of a vanished empire preserved in private collections, museums, and educational settings, bridging the gap between modern observers and the lived realities of Soviet society, providing insight into the aspirations, struggles, and daily routines of a people navigating a complex and often challenging socio-political landscape. Culturally, the coin reflects the Soviet approach to state symbolism, using even everyday objects to reinforce ideological narratives, with every detail carefully considered. The hammer and sickle for worker-peasant unity, the globe for international socialist solidarity, wheat for agricultural productivity, ribbons for republic unity, stars for communist ideals, and the rising sun for optimism and progress, all of which combine to make the 20 Kopeck coin not just a tool of commerce, but a miniature canvas of state identity. The coin also provides a lens into the technological and industrial capabilities of the USSR, with mass minting operations at the Moscow and Leningrad mints showcasing the ability to produce standardized, durable currency at scale, demonstrating both efficiency and precision in state-controlled industrial production, while also reflecting the limitations of technological advancement in consumer-focused industries during the stagnation era. The 1982 20 Kopeck coin is further significant because it marks a moment just before the transitions that would follow, Brezhnev's death in November 1982, leading to short-lived leaderships under Andropov and Chernenko, and ultimately to Gorbachev's rise, whose reforms of perestroika and glasnost would accelerate economic restructuring, political openness, and eventually the dissolution of the Soviet Union, a period in which coins like this would shift from functional currency to historical artifact, a relic of a society that had undergone tremendous change and upheaval. The coin's journey through time also mirrors the broader transformations of Soviet society, from a functioning planned economy with standardized wages and rationed goods to the uncertainties of a transitioning post-Soviet economy, where former Soviet currency lost its monetary value but gained historical and numismatic significance, and where collectors, historians, and enthusiasts began to recognize the importance of preserving these small artifacts as tangible connections to a vanished era. Today, the 1982-20 Kopeck coin is studied not only for its material and design characteristics, but also for its broader historical significance, representing the intersection of economy, politics, culture, and social life, and providing a microcosmic view of a superpower in its later years, a society negotiating daily challenges, and the human experience within a complex, centrally planned system. The coin's continued relevance lies in its ability to connect modern observers to the lives of those who handled it, the markets and institutions it facilitated, and the historical and political context it embodies, making it both an educational resource and a collectible treasure. In conclusion, the 1982 USSR 20 Kopeck coin is far more than a simple piece of currency. It is a witness to history, a symbol of ideology, an artifact of everyday life, a tool for understanding socio-economic realities, a canvas of state symbolism, a relic of industrial capability, and a treasure for collectors and historians alike, encapsulating the complexity, ambition, and daily realities of the Soviet Union in the final years of Brezhnev's rule, and reminding us that even the smallest objects can hold vast historical significance. Thank you for joining me on this detailed exploration of a coin that carries a story far beyond its metal, value, and design. A coin that connects us to the lives, hopes, challenges, and experiences of millions of Soviet citizens. And if you enjoyed this journey into the rich history behind a seemingly simple object, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to TimeCoins, where every coin has a story, and every story deserves to be told. And I promise to bring you even more fascinating journeys into the hidden histories, numismatic treasures, and cultural significance of coins from around the world in future videos. Because with each coin we explore, we uncover a piece of humanity, a moment of history, and a glimpse into the lives of those who came before us, reminding us that history is alive in the smallest details, in the coins we touch, and in the stories we preserve for generations to come.